Well, faith challenge number 9. This is about the starting points of faith. I know. I probably should have put this one at 1 or 2. I know it sounds more logical that we would do the starting points before we got to 9. Well, it's okay. Let's talk about the starting points. Hebrews 11 verse 6, it was one of my memory verses when I was growing up. Without faith, it is impossible to please him, because we must believe that he exists and that he rewards those who diligently seek him. Okay, starting points of faith. Number 1, God exists. That's it. Starting point of faith is God exists. I don't know, we have heard this, as particularly if you're a Christian or you're a follower of Jesus already and you're taking this course, you're like, well, sure, of course. Do we just take that for granted? Because a lot of people in this world do not take it for granted. They struggle with the existence of God. They never really get to very far down the faith road because they can't get off the starting block. But for those of us who have probably all of our lives believed in God, cannot even imagine not believing in God, I believe we often take that for granted. We somehow minimize that. Listen again. God is. Profound words. Because, and again, I know this is hard to imagine, but can you imagine a world in which God isn't? What kind of world would that be? Well, from my perspective, it would be no world, because without God, the world wouldn't exist. But let's suppose in some strange twist of fate that the world could exist and there not be a God. What would be the point? God is. There is a God. We like to sing that song, and he is alive. Paul says, in him we live, we move, we have our very being. He's the creator of the heavens and the earth, and all the attributes that are attributed to him: omniscience and omnipotence and omnipresence, wisdom and love and righteousness and justice, and all the things that it says God is. That's the starting point of faith. And what's the other starting point in Hebrews 11, verse 6? He is a rewarder of those who diligently seek him. Now that tells you much too. It tells you that God is good. It tells you that he wants to have a relationship with you. He tells you that he wants you to seek him. And I believe it implies that he wants you to find him. And that when you do, there's going to be a reward. There's going to be a great payoff for finding God. And again, Paul said in Acts 17, he's not far from any one of us. It's not like God is playing hide and seek with us and he's making it difficult for us to find him. He's hiding out somewhere on the other side of the universe that we got to go find him. We got to fly up there to bring Christ down, fly down to the abyss to bring him up. No, what does it say? It's in your mouth. God is. And he rewards those who diligently seek him. Again, in this faith challenge, do you believe that? Those two facts can radically change a life if we just simply understand what they mean. And so, faith challenge number 9.